this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Pringle. Defense all over him. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Unloads to the right. Comes down, it's Wingo. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's really good by this offense, understanding exactly what you're getting. You're getting cover two. Where is the weakness? That's what you need to figure out, where the weakness of defenses are. And in cover two, you got that middle of the field safety and the corner that squats right there on the outside part of the field is where you want to attack. Nice execution.
Jukes his way for more. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, it's Pringle. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's St. Clair. Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw.
Snags it, and he's open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Hits inside. It's Johnson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Clemson is quick to the line. St. Clair from the gun on third down. And he gets rid of it.
You know, there are a lot of coaches.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. And as he throws, picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage, they took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Just got rid of that one.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Tavian St. Clair just gets rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's reeled in. It's Skinner. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Right side, it's Wesco. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. St. Clair throws to the wideout. Snares it outside, it's Moore. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Short pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him, and win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
They put the brakes on it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Moore. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Going to the run. It's Johnson. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, pressure's coming. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Moore. Touchdown Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all
pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on. Just a misfire there.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quick give. It's Pringle. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On 1st down from their own 22. Mensah. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Davidson. Sweet cut there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Unloads in the nick of time.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wide receiver. Tavian on the play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Takes a hit as he fires. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
I like the aggressive nature by this defense. They've got the opponent backed up on the goal line. They're going to send the blitz, try to get an extra guy in on the pass rush, and they get home getting the safety.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, Mensah. Finds his man. It's Wingo. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. First up, a look at Michigan. taking on the number 15 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
And it's the Wolverines who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And that is a big late-season win over a team they may very well see again in the playoff. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
He's going to let it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. They'll try the right side. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
And he avoids the sack.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Mensah. Right side, it's Wingo. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just smothered on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Here's Mensah to throw. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
St. Clair. And he throws another interception. Touchdown, Miami. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the return, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Davidson. Hard running there. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Second and long here. Running inside, it's Johnson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Tigers in the hurry up. He's changing the play. Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Clemson set up with another first down. St. Clair, look out. Out wide left, it's Skinner. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Throwing St. Clair. Wesco's got it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. A quick pass to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught, it's Jacobs. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Tavian St. Clair. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Throwing, Mensah. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Pringle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Mensah. Rush right in his face. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keep. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Hits inside. It's Pringle. Fights off a defender. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Out wide right, it's Moore. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Left side, it's Wingo. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's past the sticks. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking